Well, hello there, motherfuckers. And was watching some stuff on the network, watching some shit. Eric Bischoff has been all over the fucking WWE network. JBL had a good interview with him. I enjoyed him. I'm a big fan of Eric Bischoff. I've never, been able to say this in any of my videos, but I think that the guy's been very entertaining since WCW. Good personality, good presence. I like him being there on the show. Like when he was the GM of Raw, I wasn't always crazy about, he was the GM during the Evolution era, which I fucking hated. But I always liked Bischoff being in that GM role. It always felt so fitting, and it was like something that I enjoyed, that I was comfortable with, seeing Bischoff there making the matches and entertaining with his cocky personality. And I couldn't help but, get excited when Bischoff said he was interested in working with WWE again, being on Raw and being on the shows. And then he did a top 10 of his greatest moments, and I remembered all the great fun moments that we had with Bischoff. And I came away with this idea. Fucking put him on the goddamn show. What the fuck are they doing? All this fucking bullshit they've done with Brad Maddox and all this Vicky Guerrero nonsense. All that fucking time they could have been putting Bischoff on the fucking show, for God's sakes. You know how awesome it would be if the Authority came out and they announced that they're going to have a new GM and it's going to be Eric Bischoff? It would be fucking incredible. It would turn a lot of heads. It would get people interested in the product again. Bischoff's name holds a lot of weight. It doesn't matter if he was in TNA, as I said in the past. Anybody who's in TNA just doesn't fucking matter. I'm not concerned, Jeff Hardy's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, but I don't give two shits about him when he's in that piece of shit fucking product. There's a lot of guys in TNA that I like, but their TNA forms, their TNA alter egos suck fucking cock. And Bischoff, he did too, Bischoff they made him into a fucking goofball. And he didn't need to be in TNA. That did nothing for him. But in WWE, he could reproclaim prominence once again. He's already had it before, and he said he's interested. For God's sakes, McMahon, listen to him. I mean, maybe him being, on all these specials on the network means that he's coming back, and I fucking hope so. This would make the shows like 10 times more entertaining. That's what you need on these shows. That's what this show's lacking. People with entertaining personalities, larger-than-life personalities that could carry a show on the mic, Just Bischoff being there would add a lot to it. It's a lot of the small things that matter in WWE. Things that seem very minor, like blood and, heels cheating to win. These are things that are important. They're staples of professional wrestling. And we need, an authority figure on the show. And as far as I'm concerned, the Authority, Triple H, and Stephanie have failed to really do the best they can. The Authority could be so much better. They could be wreaking havoc all over the show. But they seem very minuscule in their roles. They seem very unimportant. They seem very non-threatening. Maybe they need a guy like Bischoff to, renew that sense of a threat from, like a heel governing body in wrestling. Just like it was when the Corporation was there, or in the McMahon-Helmsley faction. They need something like that, or like when Bischoff was the GM, for God's sakes. They need to get back to that again, and I think putting Bischoff in an on-screen role would be a fucking incredible thing to do. So yeah, I'm a Bischoff fan, and I fucking hope that this is a sign from the WWE heavens that Bischoff is coming back. So here you go, motherfuckers. He might be coming back, and if he is, I'm excited about it.